Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Where is Brittany? I'm Brittany and I am coming to you from inside of my beautiful tiny home on wheels, Tamara. I just got finished with my shower here at Pocahontas State Park, and I think this is the perfect opportunity to introduce you guys to a new addition I have in my tiny home on wheels, and that is this Morus Zero Portable Dryer. So for this video, I will be demonstrating how the Morus dryer works, as well as explaining to you why I believe this is actually a good addition for anybody who's about that tiny life. And I think for the most part, you all know that I'm really about living tiny. So let's get into it. This might be a little bit TMI for the 5% of the men that are actually watching my videos, but for the most part, across all of my social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and here on YouTube, my friends are about 95% women. And I've actually received a question often: how do I manage my cycle while I'm on the road? So this is actually a really good way to kind of discuss this dryer as well. So for the past year and a half, I've actually opted out of using tampons and pads because of the unnecessary waste that is on board and, you know, getting rid of that stuff. So I've switched to actually using period panties. And with that, I go through about 3 pair of panties a day, and I hand wash them and let them sit out to dry. And on plenty of occasions, I've lost a few pair because the wind has come out of nowhere and kind of swept them from the side of Domino. And I've actually chased a few pair of panties in the desert, and then a few I just wasn't able to retrieve because I had no idea where they went. So having this on board is actually a really good thing for me. With that, I just got finished, you know, taking my shower, and I normally would hang my towels up to dry, but if you've lived in a tiny space, you kind of know that you really don't want to have a lot of moisture in the air because that's how you get mold on board. So being able to take my towel, you know, hand wash my panties and stuff like that, and just go ahead and pop it into the Morus dryer is very beneficial. So for the sake of this video, for easy viewing, I actually have it sitting on top of my couch, but normally I would have it on the floor, you know, back here, but I think this is just better for viewing. And I think that for the most part, for me traveling, I actually keep it inside of the Jeep. But if you actually designed your tiny home on wheels, you can easily make space for this portable dryer. So let's go ahead and get into this demonstration. So with the Morus dryer, it has so many different settings. You're able to sanitize, dry tennis shoes, dry silk, and refresh some of your clothes if they're just a little funky. But for the sake of the demonstration, I'm actually just going to show you guys what I normally use. And I'm going to dry my towel, and I actually wet some of my cycle panties off camera, but for the sake of this demonstration, I'm gonna actually show you guys the whole process so you really can you know, see. So I'm going to, here's clean panties, and these are clean too, but I just wet them off camera, and I'm like, they probably want to see the whole process, so here it goes. I don't want to waste too much water. Hope you guys can see me okay. Okay, so they are wet, and I'm gonna wring them out a bit because that's what I would normally do. Okey-dokey. So we have 2 pair of panties and my towel from the shower that I just took, and we are going to put them on. Let's do the 15-minute drying setting because that's really what I normally use. So let's go ahead and do that, friends. So before I put the items in, I just kind of want to show you a closer look. So here's your max fill line. You do not want to exceed this line right here, and on the side it actually shows you how to open. So let's go ahead and put these things in here. 1 pair, 2 pair, and my towel. Okay, so that's what we have, right? Close that up really nice. And up here is all of your buttons, and it is very super user friendly. So you just hold that down for a few seconds and all of the different settings are literally up here. It is showing right now the smart setting, so it's trying to establish what is inside of the dryer and how long it would take to dry. You have the quick dry, which is 15 minutes. You have your shirts, you can dry silk, just in case you want to warm up your towel. You have the refresh setting, shoe, and sanitize settings on here, and I'll go into details about each setting shortly, but let's go ahead and go down to the quick dry, which is 15 minutes, and this is what I'm going to use to dry my panties and the towel. So let's go ahead and start that baby. So because my space is pretty tiny, you can hear that there is some back noise when it comes to the dryer. So what I'm gonna do is set my camera up and do a little voiceover for you guys while I'm making breakfast, because your girl is hungry. So let me sit you guys down and we can talk about this more. The Morus dryer has 8 different modes to choose from. The smart mode automatically detects the moisture levels and adjusts the drying time for you, so set it and forget it. The quick mode defaults at 15 minutes, but you can adjust it accordingly. The refresh mode is for reducing odors, dust, and dehumidifying clothes. The sanitize mode is for clothes that need to be disinfected. I use this when I hand wash Jada's sweaters and her harness. There is a shoe mode, but make sure your shoes are labeled for tumble dry. And if you're like me and don't have an iron, the shirt mode is great for knocking those wrinkles out. The silk mode is for your delicates, and warm mode is nice for those cold nights when you want to heat up your socks and bedclothes. So fancy. All of the modes have default times, but you're able to adjust them in 5-minute increments, with 90 minutes being the max. Complete, friends. Let me show you guys what it says. Auto complete. So I've in the past only did 1 pair of panties and my towel. So let's bring the towel out first, and it is completely dry, like dry nice and warm. And let's go to the panties, and both pair, my friends, are dry. And that was a 15-minute cycle. And normally I just do 1 pair and my towel. But yeah, it worked, my friends. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish my little French toast sticks, and then I'll be right back with you guys, because I want to talk to you about what's going on the inside of this dryer as well. Jada baby, say hey. Bathroom. So you go here. We'll sit you there. Jada baby, and let's pack the panties. Still kind of warm in there, so just make sure you're careful. Careful. I don't even know what that sounded like coming out, but make sure you're careful when you take your items out, because it is a little warm in there. Okay, and I keep all of my clothes up underneath the couch. So now everything is back in its place. So let's go ahead and look inside of this baby, because you do have to keep an eye on the filter, just like your regular dryer. There's a filter in here that you want to make sure is cleaned after every use. Alrighty, so here's the inside, and I'm just Checking. Yeah, we are pretty much cooled down. So the little filter pops out, and you know, sometimes it collects dust and everything, so this is something you just want to check and make sure it's good after every use. Super easy. Pop in, pop right back out. Easy, right? So here it is, my friends. And if you forget, all of the reference is literally right up here for you. So it is very user-friendly. I love it. And Jada is already ready to go back outside. So let's go ahead and wrap up this video so she can go out and play. So to wrap this video up, friends, I really do think that this Morus portable dryer is a really good option for those of us who are about that tiny life, because again, it is portable. So I'm able to either keep this up underneath the bed if I want to, or just put it in the back of my Jeep while I travel for easy storage. And also, if you are one of those DIY people like I was with my Skoolie, this is something you can easily build a little case for and actually have it set in place. So if you are actually interested in getting more information or actually purchasing one of the Morus portable dryers, I'll have all the information for you in the video description below. I just want to thank you all so much for tuning in to find out where is Brittany, and Jada really wants to go outside and play. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys on the next adventure. Bye, friends. Jada baby, you ready to go play? Nice big field. Yeah. Come here. Let me take off your leash. You gotta drop your ball. All right. Go get it.